all, welcome to my channel Teacher at Home. Today class we are going to learn the 13th chapter, that is a glimpse of India. Rugged mountain ranges clad with snow during most part of the year, mighty rivers, scorching deserts where the day temperature rises as high as 50 degrees Celsius. Region that records the world's highest amount of rainfall. Diversity exists not only in the physiography and climate but also in agriculture. Vast plains where wheat, maize, and sugarcane are cultivated, mountain slopes where cardamom and pepper are grown, lengthy coastal stretches where coconut and paddy are grown. The different groups of people who have turned their lives to these diversities. Amidst them are diverse religious beliefs, customs, festivals, languages, food, clothing, and housing. India is the totality of all this. This unit discusses the diversities in India's physiography, rivers, climate, soil type, natural vegetation, and animal life. India is located between the latitudes 8 degree 4 north and 37 degree 6 north, and the longitude 68 degree 7 east, 97 degree 25 east. It is the seventh largest country in the world and has an area of 3.28 billion square kilometers. In the lap of Himalayas. Have you noticed the picture above? It shows a house in the interior village of Jammu and Kashmir. You can see the valley of the Himalayan mountain ranges clad with snow in the background of the house built with locally available materials. A part of the Himalayas in India stretches over a distance of 2,400 kilometers between Jammu and Kashmir in the northwest and Andhra Pradesh in the northeast. Majority of regions in Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Tripura are part of these mountain ranges. Generally, this physiographic unit is known as the Northern Mountain Region. The loftiest part of the Himalayan remains covered in snow throughout the year. There is no permanent human settlement. Lofty peaks like the Kanchenjunga, Nanda Devi are parts of the Himalayan mountain ranges. Mount Everest in Nepal is the highest peak in these ranges. Rivers such as the Indus and Ganga and the Brahmaputra originate from the Himalaya mountain ranges. Cold is less severe in the southern part of the snow-clad mountain ranges. Several hill stations such as Simla, Darjeeling, Kulu, Manali are located in the picturesque region. Important crops here are potato, barley, several varieties of flowers including saffron. Tea, apple and orange are also grown in this region. To the extreme south of the Himalayas, the hills are of low elevation. Different types of crops are cultivated in this region. This is the most densely populated zone in the northern mountain region. This valley zone is composed of thick deposits of sand, mud and pebbles brought down by the rivers originating from the snow-covered Himalayas. Importance of saffron cultivation in Jammu and Kashmir. Importance of the northern mountain region. Shall we see the northern mountain region is beneficial to us, influences the climate, protects us from the cold winds blowing from Central Asia during winter. The northern mountains block the monsoon winds and cause rainfall all over North India. Natural barrier. To a certain extent, these mountain ranges have been protecting us from the inventions of the northwest invaders since ancient times. Sources of rivers. The Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra and the several tributaries originate from the mountain ranges. Try to identify a few other ways in which a mountain range is helpful. The plains of North India. The picture given below shows the vast plain of North India. Region encompassing the states of Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, parts of West Bengal is a plain. This plain is formed by the deposition of alluvial brought by the Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra river and the tributaries. This plain is known by the names North Indian Plain and the Indus Ganga Brahmaputra Plain. It is a densely populated region in India. Diverse crops like wheat, maize, paddy, sugarcane, cotton, pulses are cultivated in the northern Indian plain. The western part of the plain receives only scanty rainfall. Hence, most regions of the state of Rajasthan located in the northwestern part of India is a desert. This region is known as Marstali, is sparsely populated. What could be the reason? while the neighboring states widely cultivated wheat, maize, and the like chief crops of Rajasthan are jawar and bajra. These are crops with low water requirement for their growth. Thar is a hot desert encompassing a major part of the Rajasthan state of Rajasthan, northwestern part of India. Thorn and shrub form the natural vegetation of the scanty rainfall region. Vast scanty expanses and sand dunes are the region's unique features. People of Rajasthan know the value of fresh water. The rainfall of a day or two in Kerala amounts to the total annual rainfall in Rajasthan. This village folk travel many kilometers in search of water. Through the plateau. The journey from the northern mountain region to the South India reveals a vast plateau region immediately after the North Indian plain. This plateau covering the whole of the states of Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, part of Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, West Bengal is known as the Peninsular Plateau. The Deccan Plateau is a part of the Peninsular Plateau. Many parts of this plateau are composed of rocks formed by the solidification of lava in ancient time. The black soil formed by the weathering of the rocks is ideal for the cultivation of cotton. Mountain ranges such as Vindhya, Satpura, Aravalli, Western Ghat, Eastern Ghat are all part of the Peninsular Plateau. Anamudi in Kerala is the highest point in this region. Major crop in the plateau region are cotton, pulses, groundnut, sugarcane, maize, ragi and chili. Mining and mineral-based industries and the chief sectors of occupation in the plateau region that is rich in mineral deposits like iron ore, manganese, bauxite and limestone. Godavari, Mahanadi, Krishna, Kaveri, Narmada, Tapti rivers originate from the Peninsular Plateau. To the coastal plains. If we follow the course of the rivers that originate from the plateau, we will reach the coastal plains. India has a coastal line of nearly 6,1100 kilometers. Observe the physical map of India in your social science lab. Haven't you noticed the eastern coast adjacent to the Bay of Bengal and the west coast adjacent to the Arabian Sea? Compared to the eastern coast, the western coastal plain is narrow. There are several backwaters of the Kerala coast which is part of the plain. Paddy and coconut are the major crops along the western coast. Paddy is prominent on the Krishna Godavari Mahanadi basins in the eastern coastal plain. Fishing is the main occupation of the people along the coast. Corals are formed by the accumulation of calcium compounds secreted by coral polyps, tiny marine organisms found in tropical oceans. Islands form over the coral reefs of different shapes. Lakshadweep Island and some islands in the Andaman Nicobar group were formed in this way. This coral protect the island from strong waves. Green spots in the ocean. Islands are the land areas surrounded by the sea. In maps, you might have seen the Lakshadweep Islands in the Arabian Sea and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the Bay of Bengal. Lakshadweep Islands are mostly coral. Agriculture is sparse in Lakshadweep and the people depend on the sea for their livelihood. Most parts of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands are dense forests. You might have acquired a basic knowledge of physiographic diversity of India. The following are physiographic units in India: the North Mountain Plain, the North Indian Plain, the Peninsular Plateau, the coastal plains and the islands. India physiography. Rivers in India. From ancient times, the people of India have always selected river valleys for settlements. Rivers have a profound role in flourishing agriculture and involving a agro-based culture in India. Already learned the advantages of rivers. Picture above of Varanasi town on the banks of the river Ganga. What could have been seen the influence of the river Ganga in the evolution of Varanasi town? The important sources of water in North India are the Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra rivers. Rivers that originate from the Himalayas are known as the Himalayan rivers. As they originate from the snow-clad mountains, they are perennial rivers. The North Indian plains are formed by the deposition of alluvial brought by the Himalayan rivers. Observe the map and identify the states through which the rivers flow and oceans which they join. Rivers that originate from the Peninsular Plateau are known as peninsular rivers. Major peninsular rivers are Godavari, Krishna, Mahanadi, Kaveri, Narmada, Tapti. As the rivers are rain-fed, they are non-perennial. Observe the map and classify the perennial and non-perennial rivers, peninsular rivers. Okay, soil types of India. You have learned the importance of soil in the previous chapter. Soil plays a considerable role in making India an agriculture country. Diverse soil types and aid the growth of diverse crops. Important soil types of India. Alluvial soil. Alluvial soil in the North Indian plain and other river valleys is the most fertile one. Our river valleys rich in alluvial soil have long been a lush agricultural region. The black soil of the Peninsular Plateau is ideal for the cultivation of cotton, sugarcane, etc. Red soil and laterite soil and other important types of soil in the plateau region. Though less fertile, these soil types are used for agriculture by supplementing the manure. Irrigation is essential for agriculture in the dry soil for the Rajasthan desert. Mountain soil is the soil formed in the densely forested mountainous regions. It is rich in humus content. Climate. Climate of India is diverse. Cherrapunji, which record the world's highest rainfall in India. Delhi shivers under a chilling cold of around degree Celsius during winter. It also experiences a burning heat of above 40 degrees Celsius at the peak of summer. During winter, the temperature in Kargil and Dras in Jammu and Kashmir falls as low as minus 40 degrees Celsius. In spite of such diversities, climate of India is generally known as tropical monsoon climate. Three distinct seasons are identified: summer season, winter season, and rainy season. Summer season. Summer season in India is experienced from March to May. During this period, North India experiences severe heat. Summer is mild along the coast of South India owing to the proximity of the sea. Generally, the whole of India experiences drought during this period, though isolated summer rains are experienced in some regions. Drought is the situation of severe water scarcity due to either lack of water or overexploitation of water. It is estimated that one-third of India is drought affected. Severity of the disaster which caused crop failure, scarcity of potable water, etc. can be reduced by linking water-rich rivers with the water-deficient rivers of the dry regions, cultivating drought-resistant crops, promoting rainwater harvesting. Winter season. The winter season in India is experienced from December to January. During this period, North India experiences severe cold and snowfall occur along the Himalayan mountain ranges. Though generally the atmosphere remains dry, rainfall occurs in Punjab and surrounding regions during this period. It is ideal for wheat cultivation. Compared to North India, winter is mild in South India. Cherrapunji is a village located in the southern slope of the Khasi Hills in Meghalaya, also known as Sohra. Cherrapunji is the rainiest region in the world. Rainy season. These are the two rainy seasons in India. The first one is from June to September. During the season, the mountain ranges block the moisture-laden winds blowing from the Indian Ocean and cause widespread rain all over the western coast, northeastern state and along the foothills of the Himalayas. This period, known as the southwest monsoon season, is the rainiest period in India. After a short break, rain season is back from October to November. During this period, known as the northeast monsoon season, the eastern coast of India receives the highest amount of rainfall, especially along the Tamil Nadu and the Andhra coast. Kerala also receives these rains. The flood occurring in different parts of the country during the rainy season is a threat to both human life and agricultural land. Causes for flood in India are the heavy rains during monsoons, construction of houses on the river banks, and the reclamation of paddy fields. The precautionary steps and measures adopted to check and reduce the damage of life and property cause natural disaster. For construction of dams, afforestation, discouraging large-scale construction in the upper course of rivers, relocating people from the flood-affected regions, establishing early warning systems. Natural vegetation and animal diversity. Haven't you noticed the features of the trees in the background of the pictures of the Kashmiri rural house depicted in the chapter? They are coniferous trees. Compare the shape of the trees with that of the trees in your locality. Type of plant species that grow in accordance with the physical characteristics of an area, such as physiography, climate, and soil types, are its natural vegetation. Animal species also exhibit diversity in accordance with the climate. Let us examine the various natural vegetation and animal life of India. The evergreen forests exist along the western Ghats and northern eastern states where there is high annual rainfall. Lion-tailed macaque, different type of snakes, a variety of insects, and of different species of butterflies, including the atlas moth, the world's biggest moth, are found in this forest. Deciduous forest. grow in areas where only seasonal rainfall is available. It forms a major natural vegetation in the Indian peninsula. Different varieties of deer, hare, peacock, hornbill, several other species of birds, Indian gaur, elephant, tiger, leopard, and the like are found in the forest, which have wide variety of animals. As rainfall is merged, only thorny and shrub vegetation grow in the Rajasthan desert and the central part of the peninsula. Camel, vulture, eagle, and several reptiles inhabit this dry region. Mangrove forests. These are peculiar plant species that grow in saline soil. The mangrove forests protect the river banks and coastal zones from the shelving. Mangrove forests of West Bengal and the natural habitat of the Bengal tiger. Mangrove roots provide a breeding ground to several species of fishes. Montane forests. The coniferous trees that grow in the higher reaches and the mosses in the severely cold regions fall in the category of montane forests. So rare animals like the musk deer, snow leopard, and the Himalayan tar have their habitats in the forests. High ranges of the Western Ghat in the abode of the Nilgiri tar. You have understood that compared to other countries, India has a unique and diverse physiography, climate, soil types, natural vegetations, and animal life. This diversity in its physical assets is the reason for the cultural diversity in India. Despite all such diversity, India stands united as a single nation, feeling that we are all Indians keep us together. Summary: India, located in Asia, exhibits a great diversity in physiography and climate. Agriculture diversity in India is the result of factors like physiography, climate, rivers, and types of soil. Physical diversity of India influences human life. These physical features are the reason for the cultural diversity in India. So that's all about reading this chapter. Please read this chapter 2 or 3 times. Okay, thank you.